Pacific Coast Highway is one of the oldest free roams for Assetto Corsa. It's a mod that has a stretch of roads that comprises 24 kilometers in the west of the United States, and is a creation of Phoenix77. You probably know him from the LA Canyons mod. The development of this track has been quite dormant for a while, but now it has suffered a major overhaul. Feels like a good place to start and show you the differences now that we have on Pacific Coast Highway. As you can see from just starting, it's completely different in terms of the number of objects, roadside objects, compared to the older version. It takes a lot of cues from LA Canyons and also from Union Islands. Speaking of those, Phoenix Racing has been working with Ben Obro to bring a lot of the vegetation and a lot of the charisma into this track that we had in Union Islands. You can see a lot of similarities between this and LA Canyons as well in terms of vegetation choice and in terms of cars that are, stopped in the middle or in the side of the roads, which brings quite a lot of variety, but also makes the track feels that the track is in reality alive. There's always this issue with sort of an uncanny valley in Assetto Corsa mods, where sometimes where the tracks are too bland or they are too busy and it just feel like a video game, and then there's cases like this, LA Canyons and Union Islands and a few others as well, where the selection of brushes and the selection of trees and vegetation and objects, roadside objects, the placement of signs, the placement of buildings and whatnot makes the track feel more alive. And we still know it's a video game, but you see it a little bit different. You see it more like an artistic rendition than just a track. And I think at this point, PCH is very much there, and aligning that with the experience we have with Custom Shaders Patch, it just makes it feel like it's a track that it is just in another level with other tracks we have in Assetto Corsa in terms of free roams like this one is. So as you can see, we have a situation where it has rained. There's a little bit of water, standing water in the track, and the way that this is developing, the puddles are developing and the spray is developing, is very reminiscent of real life, and that makes it jump to a realistic place where a lot of tracks don't have that. This feels like it's very well done. The AI flood works really well. You have trains of cars that develop in front of you, and some cars will come towards you as well. So if we overtake this, we might have a few more cars coming in, though the visibility for overtaking is not the best. Let's see if we are having cars coming in. I don't think so. Let's try to risk it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is too dangerous. Don't drive like this in real life, please. I'm just doing this for science, guys. Doing this for science. Okay. Bro, is that a Supra? There are a few surprises in this track as well. Not only we keep the layout as before, but the track has been uplifted in terms of poly counts, and of course in terms of brushes. As you can see, there's lots and lots and lots of small vegetation. There will be new areas as well. I haven't even started to explore this. There will be a few new areas, including an underground parking garage of sorts that I still have to try. But I can tell you, as at this moment, with the rain effects coming in, this is quite heavy on the computer. I'm having about 50 FPS at 1440p with all of this, with the quality settings as I have it, which aren't really the highest ones. They're still you know, pretty high, but not as high. And with the number of cars, which is 20, I'm having about 50 to 60 FPS depending on circumstances. Of course, rain makes it worse. So if you want it to make look pretty, you should have a beefy computer. I'm not too sure when this track is going to be released to the public. Probably in a few months. Hopefully Phoenix Racing will be commenting on this video and telling us exactly when, or, you know, more or less when. Benobro took a couple of months since I've done that video to release it, or 1 month until to release it. Maybe this will be a little bit longer. It feels ready, at least in the overall scheme of things, but I think it might require just a little bit of cleanup work to make the performance better, because the performance compared to the previous version of Pacific Coast Highway, it's not really that good. This works quite well with rain. It makes it look ominous and really, really difficult to drive in a, you know, in a road that is just opposite to the ocean. Makes it look really interesting to drive on. And with the sun, it makes it look almost a, you know, California paradise, because it's more or less part of that California experience, this track, or this road, or this highway. So whenever it comes out, it should be a little bit better in terms of performance, and I can't recommend this enough for a new free roam, or rather a free roam that has been updated. Pacific Coast Highway, compared to LA Canyons and compared to other free roams, it seems kind of was neglected, but it was in the plans of Phoenix Racing to get this into a level where you would look at it and say, wow, this is really, really good. I'll continue to drive, and you should press like and subscribe, and also check Phoenix 77 Racing in Race Department. Check out LA Canyons and his other work on Race Department, and subscribe to him on Race Department so you'll have notifications of when this track is going to be released. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.